Okay, I'm gonna try to do this in just one take. I've bought a Starlink Mini and I need this so that I can broadcast to the world about Good Brew and how great this product is and why we have such high reorder rates. And I'm gonna try Good Brew, BRU. It works. It doesn't affect the flavor of your coffee and it works. So the Starlink Mini is something that I'm excited to use because we're gonna try to use it at festivals, and then you can come out into the beautiful Rocky Mountains or anywhere and do videos for people and podcasts and whatever. But I wanted to show you that I have no signal, and actually just that is a monument to the father of the Rocky Mountain National Park. Let's see, the Rocky Mountain International Park. Internationally known naturalist, author, lecturer, and nature guide. Homestead on this site 1886. So Innes A. Mills was a homesteader and became the father of Rocky Mountain National Park. How about that? That's pretty cool. Daughters of the Revolution. How about that? That's cool. I've never even seen that monument before. That's Long's Peak. You can see the keyhole. So this is Meeker and Longs are the twin peaks, and Longs is one of the highest mountains in the continental United States. It's one of the 14ers in Colorado, and a lot of people hike that. So I wanted to do this. The only thing I've got is I've got the app. I did download the Starlink app onto my phone, and I set up the account, of course. Now, one thing about Starlink in my research is that a lot of people try to hook it up to their car. The large Starlink, you need at least 100 watts. So you can buy an adapter that will go into the cigarette lighter if you've got one of those still in your vehicle. And for 65 or 100 watts. This Mini apparently needs at least 65 watts, but they recommend 100 watts. So you need, if you're going to switch to USB. Otherwise, you could plug it into an outlet. So this vehicle only has a 30 watt USB. It does not even have the 12 watt cigarette lighter. So what I've got is I've got a fully charged Jackery power pack. So this has a 100 watt outlet right there, USB, or 65 watt and 100 watt. So I can plug this in. I just got the cord. So let's see, and I bought a case for this Starlink. I need to test it out. So here we go. We're going to open this thing up here, if I can get that. So I can do it with one hand. And so here's the Mini. They say it should work just fine through the windshield. So I'm sitting here in the air conditioning. It's pretty hot out. It's like 75 degrees up here, not bad. But in the mountains, it kind of is a little different. I've got a couple of these I had to buy separately. This Mini does come with this long, like 50-foot cord, but it doesn't have a USB connector. So you either have to get this Starlink, the USB adapter, this one, or you can just get a cord like this. So this car again doesn't have the 12, it doesn't have the cigarette lighter, but the Jackery actually does. So this cord, I could plug it into the Starlink or directly into the Jackery USB, or I could use the cigarette lighter. Now they do say that if you go USB directly, or if you go the 12 volt cigarette lighter, as long as it's a 65 watt or 100 watt, that actually is going to conserve your energy from the battery better than if you plug it into like a Jackery outlet, because it's got to do that conversion from 120 to 12 volt or 20 volt or whatever it is, and that ends up consuming a lot of extra power. So it's better to just go directly in with the 12 with the cigarette lighter or into the USB. So I think I'm just going to use this one. Actually, let's see. Let me open this thing. Open this. I'm trying to get this all out, because what I'm going to do is, if I get a signal and everything works, I'm going to post this just straight up to YouTube. from right here with my Starlink connection. So, you know, I could use this, but I don't need to. I'm gonna just put this straight into this goes into the Starlink, and this goes into the Jackery USB 65 or 100 watts. So here we go. I'm gonna take the Jackery here. I gotta turn that on. I've already charged this, obviously. Even this little Jackery, so it's at 99%. Even this will power this Starlink for 4 or 5 hours. So maybe even maybe even longer. That might be conservative, depending on how much you're using. So I'll plug this in to here. So it's plugged in. And now I'm going to just set this down on the floor. And I'll take the Starlink right here, and I'm going to plug this in here. This is the first time this Starlink's ever been plugged in. I've had it just sitting around. Let's see. I don't put it. So set that up there in the dash like that. See, we'll see what happens. So when I had to stop the video to go to my settings to access Wi-Fi, I first went to the Starlink app, and I was going to use that because I thought I needed to use the Starlink app, and I clicked on it, and it started to do a bunch of different things to like try to find the best location. I just skipped that, went right to the settings, looked for the Wi-Fi router, and it found Starlink. It was unsecured network. I guess you can set a password for it. And I clicked on that, and within like seconds, it just connected to the Starlink, and all of a sudden all my notifications and everything came in, because I've been out of cell coverage for a good bit now. And so, all my notifications came in, everything started coming in. So, I mean, it was like plugged the Starlink in to the Jackery, into the Starlink, got power. It was on. I just have it sitting here, with this beautiful view of Long's Peak here in Rocky Mountain National Park. And now you can see, oh look, I picked up a signal. I wonder why that was. That's weird. But anyhow, that might have something to do with the Wi-Fi connection, possibly. But anyhow, you see I've got this full Wi-Fi. It was as simple as that. Like, I didn't even really use the Starlink app. I thought I was going to have to. Wasn't even necessary. So I just had Wi-Fi, and here I am. I mean, it was really fast, really fast. Like, the whole setup was really fast. If I wasn't talking on this phone, I bet I could have plugged the thing into the Jackery, into the Starlink, and connected to Wi-Fi, and I mean, a minute. So, and it's I didn't do a speed test, but there you have it. So guys, try your good brew. It's organic. It supports the gut microbiome we got from our mamas. It doesn't affect the flavor of your coffee. It's the only thing that works in coffee. It's the right kind of prebiotic. A ton of the prebiotics on the market are not the kind of prebiotic fibers that our guts microbiome evolved on. So they're selling them as prebiotic, but we don't even know what they really do, which bugs they feed. We know that inulin fiber and organic inulin fiber feeds the right microbes, and you combine that with a spore forming probiotic that we got in nature that actually gets through the stomach. It survives fine in your coffee, but more importantly, it survives through your stomach. It doesn't die on the shelves, and it produces the metabolites that support the other colonizing microbes, the keystone microbes that really support our gut health. And that's the key. If you think about it, when you go into a store and they've got a refrigerator for the probiotics, they got to refrigerate these probiotics. What makes you think they're going to survive in your stomach? They don't. There's thousands of studies now that show that very few of those really make it through the stomach. But nature did provide something that's Bacillus coagulans is found in nature. When we dig up food and our hunter and gatherer ancestors were out there digging up food, they got Bacillus coagulans, which supports the other microbes. It's a transitory probiotic, but you need to combine it with a prebiotic, and that's the other thing. Capsules can't contain enough prebiotic fiber to really make a difference. So you use this by the scoop, goes right into your daily routine, and it's affordable. So give Good Brew a try, and hope you enjoyed the Starlink tutorial.